So I'm sharing this notepad. You see here, at the left side, I'm explaining the theory. At the right side, I'll give examples. Okay. Then I'll return to my SQL prompt to practice. So today's experiment is join in SQL. Okay. So why we are requiring join? Listen to get complete information from a database. The definition of join. Okay. The requirement of join in SQL is to get the complete information from different table. To get the complete information. It's not data. Okay. To get the complete information from a database. Okay. From a database. And you are familiar with database. It is not table. It is a collection of many tables. Okay. So for example, let for example, so you can join many tables. For example, let there is a bank schema. Okay. Let there is a bank schema or bank database. Let there is a bank database. And there are many tables under bank database are employee. Okay. I'm shortly writing employee, department, manager. Okay. Customer, branches, different accounts, loans. So all informations here. Okay, individual information. In employee, you are only keeping the information about employee. Okay. In the department, the details of the department. Manager, only the details of the manager, like manager ID, manager name, manager salary, manager joining date. Okay. And what about manager assigned to which particular task? Customer. Okay, different customers. Here, these individual tables, they are not sharing information. Okay. Through customer only, I can get information about customer. But to know the complete, what I wrote here, to get the complete information from database. Complete information means one customer or anyone. For example, he is not a customer, wants to be a customer. So he will search information like some review. So he will move to the, what is that? The bank site. Then we will search whether any reviews there or not. So for example, let the customer has given a review. So whenever the customer is giving a review, so it means that review statement consists of the details, not only about the customer who has given the review. Okay. And let the customer has given the review on particularly accounts. Okay. It means that now that customer and accounts tables have joined. Okay. So it is giving some details like let saving account is not good. Why? Because there is a relation between customer and account. Okay. Or let the customer is giving a view on the employees are not good. Let the department is far. Okay. Let the branches are not something. There are not so many branches. Very few branches are there. So you will not get in a particular region. You will not get the services. Loans. What about the loan? Okay. Let some customer has given or the user to bank has given some review. Let what is that? The loan or the interest rate of the loan is not. So like this thing. So to get some information or complete information from bank, we need to as a database user, as a database developer, as a query developer. Okay. Actually, whenever you are writing something, whenever you are designing database, we are planning those things. Whether this database will be able to give those information or not. Okay. So that's why we need join. Okay. That's why we need join. All kinds of join that SQL is providing, because it's a language, we need to know. So that whenever we will implement in our project or any application, okay, whether you are using MySQL, Oracle, or any DB to other databases, that time it will help. Okay. So now I'm coming to a simple example. Okay, at the right side. Okay, and what are the so today's topic is, and also we'll deal with different type of joins. Join in database and its types Okay, so we'll know why different types, because some join. So for example, I want to take some information. Let employee department. I know. Okay, in one join is helping which employees are working in department, but maybe that join will not help to find which employees are not working in that department. So that's why one join is not enough. Okay, let one join is helping me to give information about manager and something called branches. Okay, who is the branch manager to a particular branch. Okay, but who is not a manager? Like for example, I know some friend. Let one of my friend is a manager, but I want to check whether let to a local branch Rajan Guntale, whether who is the manager, whether my friend is a manager or not. So to check that, if my friend is not a manager, then I will also get the information that in this branch some other person is a manager. Okay, so that's why there are different type of joins. It not only give the information those are common, it also give the information those are disjoint. Okay, so that's why two popular type of joins. One is giving the common information, and one is giving the distinct or the disjoint information. Okay, so that's why I'm at the right side. I'm writing. See here, I'm stopping. What is that? Explanation. I'm writing. You please concentrate on the book. Okay, so there are two types of join. Okay, so before do that, I'm giving one example. What is a join? Okay, so now see, the first join is. You can ask Swati some question you are asking. Okay, let I am unmuting Swati. Any question? I'll give time. Wait, you keep your question ready. Okay, I'll give time. Let me explain everything. Then I'll give you time. Don't worry. Okay. So now see here in join, there are two types. But one example here how this join came. First, there must be a what is that called? Not uniform join. Okay. So you can see the possible combination. The first type of join is join types. Okay, I'm explaining it. So first is what? A cross join operation. That is not related to DBMS. This is related to mathematics operation. Okay, mathematical, because in tables are considered same. Okay, so here the first is a join that is nowhere in. Remember it, cross. So from this cross join, some specific joins derive. Okay, so you can classify that whenever it is called join, then remember this is a cross join. It means if two tables are there or more than one tables are there, then we can cross those two tables or more n tables. Okay, so that's why usually the join is called cross join. Okay, usually the join is called cross join, and this cross join you can again classify into two types. One is inner join. Okay, one is inner join. So whenever I told join, then it's crossed. Two tables or more than one table are crossed together. Okay, so cross join two types. One is inner join, and the second one is outer join. Okay, inner join and outer. Okay, so under inner join, again it is of different types. Okay, I'm giving the name as ABC. Okay, so first inner join is what? It is called theta join. Okay, please remember it is called theta join. Okay, EQ non-EQ join, theta join. Okay. And the second one is what? Natural join. Please remember under inner join, one is theta join and the second one is natural join. I'll give you time to ask your doubts. So one is natural join, one is theta join. Okay, under inner join. So remember, join means it is cross join. Okay, or Cartesian product operation cross. Okay, the Cartesian product is called also cross. I'll tell with in SQL the practical. Okay, so inner join is theta join and natural join. Outer join is three kinds. So I'm making this as A. Okay, so first outer join is left outer join. Okay, and the second outer join is what? Right outer join. Okay, so right outer join, and the third one is a full outer join. Full outer join. So these are the different kinds of join. So first I'm telling you what is a cross join. Okay, so I'm moving to SQL. Okay, I'm sharing another one. Okay, some students are still getting admitted, asking for admission. Okay, admit all. Next, so now I'm sharing my SQL prompt. Okay, so my SQL. You please start writing. The database name is here. I'm opening. I already created the database. Okay, so use the experiment 8DB. Okay, I'll show you. So databases. So many databases in my system. If it is visible, you can see here my SQL prompt. So database. There are so many databases. I'm picking one database that is related to experiment 8DB. Okay, see here. This is experiment 8DB. All the tables that is required and that is written in that Word file I have created. Okay, so that it will not be different. Okay, so experiment 8DB. So I'm using that one. So use experiment 8DB. You can see here how many tables I have created. Okay, now here use once use. I can show you what are the tables I have added in that database just to check and just to implement all the join operations. So see here, these are the tables I have created. One is department employee, one is employee 2, and some raw tables. One is tab 1 and tab. Okay, so this raw table I will utilize for all joins, Okay, inner, outer, and cross join also. Okay, so first here, what are the data present in tab 1 and tab 2? Or okay, I'm moving to this department to check what are the available data present. Okay, so under department table. Okay, so now here how to show those data. So if I select, okay, star from, you start from writing this. Select star from, let the table name is department. So you know how to create the table. So I created two tables. Now to create this tab 1 and tab. You create this department, employee and employee in your system. Okay, so I'm showing you those data. Okay, I'll give you time. First, let me explain what is this. What is different joins and their difference. So if I select star from department, you can see here these are the data I have added. Department ID, department name. Try to understand. Okay, this is simple table. The table name is department. It has two attributes. One is department ID, one is department name. It has three rows, one accounting, two sales, and three marketing. And moving to the second table, so this is employee table. Okay, so second table is employee. You can see the difference. Okay, another is employee two. Employee two, I'll tell later. Okay, so now here these are the two tables. You know how to create tables. The first table has two attributes. The second table has three attributes. The first table has three rows. The second table has four rows. Now see here, which one is, anyone is common. You can see this department ID and this department number, they have same domain. Please remember, only the name are different. It means what? If you check how they're related, the foreign key to this employee table is department number, which is referencing to this department ID. So you can change this department number to department ID also. The same thing I did in employee 2. Okay. So let me explain. So these are simply two examples, two tables. So first operation is what? Cross join operation. Okay. The first is actually what is join operation. So I am joining now these two tables. Okay. So first is it is not inner join. Okay. It is not outer join. You can say it is inner as well as outer join. Okay. So if somebody will ask what is cross join, it is inner join as well as outer join. It is not specific join. So what is inner join in SQL? Okay. So if I write select, okay. So if I write select here in the SQL prompt, I'm writing select star from. So this is a cross join operation. Select star. I'm writing two tables at a time. Department, comma, employee. Okay, now see here. I'm not writing select star from department. I'm not writing select star from employee. I'm writing select star from department, comma, employee. So this is a MySQL or SQL cross join operation. What is cross join operation? All possible combinations. Okay, so cross join means all possible combinations. It means what? First I'm writing department, then employee. So for each department, how many employees? It will not check whether that department has that employee or not. It will simply cross. It will show me what are the possible combinations available. If I ask one student, you assign the student with CGPA. Let the CGPA range is 6 to 8. Then let the student number is 60. Then the 60 with how many possible combinations? 60 can score 6, 60 can score 7, 60 can score 8. Like that, all possible combinations. So this is means actually this is not the inner information from the table. Okay, and this is also not the outer information from the table. It is both inner as well as outer. So out of these possible values, the student has to score anyone. So out of this possible value from department to employee, okay, anyone, obviously this department is here, employee will belong to that department. But what are the possible value that is giving by this cross join operation? I have not utilized any cross join operators here. Okay, simply comma means it's a cross join operation. How many tuple it will give? Now see here, for one accounting, 4 combination. One accounting, one Alice and Nob. Then one accounting, 2 Bob and 1. Then one accounting, 3 Charles and 2. One accounting, again 4 Dan and 1. So for one accounting, 4 combination. Then similarly, for 2 cells, 1 Alice and Nob. For 2 cells, 2 Bob and 1. Okay. For 2 cells, 3 Charles and 2. Again for 2 cells, 4 Dan and 1. 4 plus 4, 8. Again for 3 marketing, 1 Alice and Nob. For 3 marketing, 2 Bob and 1. For 3 marketing, 3 Charles and 2. For 3 marketing, 4 Dan and 1. Okay. So remember this 1, 2, 3 for our employee ID and this 1, 2, 3 are department. There is no nothing common. Remember this 1, 2, 3 you can come on to this department number. So now here how many possible combination? So 3 cross 4 is, so this is a cross join because 3 cross is 4. So 12 attribute, 12 number of row will get. And how many attributes will get? All attributes. So 2 attribute from department and 3 attribute from employee. So total will get in this cross join operation 2 attribute from department 3 attribute from employee, and 3 cross 4 means 12 number of records from department and from employee. You can see here. If I enter, okay, so total 12 number of row are getting selected. You can see here. And how many attribute? Department ID, department, these 2 are coming from department. Employee ID, employee name, department number. So this is, remember, output are coming from by crossing the 2 tables. Similarly, if you cross this department employee with other table, then all will be crossed. Let the department employee, I'm combining with employee 2, then all will be crossed. There is no meaning, remember. So it is simply giving a random data. Okay, it is telling there is a possible combinations. Okay, okay. So that's why it is 12 possible. So 1 accounting, 1 Alice. Again, you will find 1 accounting Bob. Again, you will find 1 accounting Charles. Again, also you will find 1 accounting Dan. Similarly, 2 sales Alice, 2 sales Bob. Again, 2 sales Charles and 2 sales Dan. Similarly, you will find 3 marketing Alice. Again, 3 marketing Charles, 3 marketing Bob, and 3 marketing Dan. Similarly, the 4th one will be where is, okay, 3 for every 3, so 4 for employee. So 3 cross 4 is your you can say what 12 number of rows. So this is a simple cross-chain operation, the fast cross-chain operation, all possible combinations. Okay, so I'm returning to my what is that notepad? Okay, where I wrote. Let's see where is that notepad? Okay, so I can write the definition. Okay, so in this cross-chain operation, you will add the definition. Okay, for cross-chain operation. Okay, so what is this? It gives possible combination. Okay, it gives not only 2 table, all table. It gives all possible. You write how I am writing, the same way you write. Okay, I'll say again recording. Everything is getting recorded. Okay, you can simply stop and write, then send. No need to write now. Try to understand. I'll give enough time. So it gives all possible combination. How many tables? The number of tables those are participating. Okay, not only 2. If n tables are participating, then it will give all n crossed. Okay, you know there is in for loop. Okay, if you have utilized 3 for loop, nested for loop. So what is for loop? For loop is nothing but a crossing operation. Okay. The first for I equal to 1 to n. The second for j inside, j equal to 1 to n. So how many combination? M cross n. So inside that for loop, again if you write k equal to 1 to n, k or p, so m and p, m into n into p. All possible come. For each I there is for each I there are many j's. For each j there are many k. Okay, all possible. So it gives all possible combinations. Okay. So this is the definition of the participating. Those are participating tables. Participating tables. Okay. So some information we will get. Though these informations are not useful, but these are information we can see. Okay. So next coming to now, this cross chain you can classify it into inner chain. Then so first inner chain I am moving to theta chain. Okay. So theta chain is 2 types. Okay. So theta is nothing but the symbol. Theta is nothing but the operator. You will remember. What is theta? Theta is, these are the operators are called theta. So that may be equal to, okay, or any operator not equal to. So this is not equal to symbol. Please remember. Theta means equal to or not equal to or less than or greater than or less than equal to or greater than equal to. Any symbol you are using in the join operation. So that operation will be called theta join operation. And this is inner. Okay. So theta means nothing but if any join operation you are requiring any one of the operator. Okay. So this is called theta join operator. Usually this is classified into. So see here, what is the difference? The first operator to other operators. If you see the difference, the first operator is equal. The others are simply you can say it is not equal. That may be less than, not equal to, greater than, less than, equal to. But these are you can see or you can give a single name. That is called not equal. So that's why as per this equal or any operator, we can say the theta join are of 2 types. Okay. So I'm giving the name as I. So the first is eq join. Please remember under theta join. So this is eq join. Okay. And the second one under 2i under theta join. Okay. So this is non-eq join. So non-eq join means if you are using any operator other than equal operator. So it is non-eq join. Okay. So non-eq join. So there are 2 join under theta. Okay. So now next coming to we'll come to next one. So first theta join. Now see here how theta join we are getting. Definitely the theta join will not give all possible combinations. The theta join will give the possible combination which is desired. Okay. So again I am moving to the MySQL prompt. So first I am explaining eq join operator. Okay. So now here I'm using equal operator. Same operation I'm writing here. Department employees. Okay. Select star from department. Here you will utilize under any inner join operation. You need to utilize this join keyword. Okay. So see here for in MySQL. Okay. If you don't use join, then this will become cross. So if you use join, okay. So this will not become cross. This will become inner join. Or also you can utilize inner join. Okay. To stop from cross to a specific join. Either you can utilize inner join or you can utilize this join. Okay, anyone is okay. So I am using join here. Join means here inner join. So department will be inner join. Then you need to utilize some equal operator because inner join will be either natural join or any eq join or non-eq. If you are not using any operator, this will become a natural join. Please remember, but natural join can only be applicable. There is a certain condition I will tell. Okay. So first is what? Whenever you use this join, department with join, then you need to specify with some operator. Okay, the first case. If you are not specifying any operator, then this will become a natural join, inner join and a natural join. To apply natural join, so you need to remember there must be a common attribute between department and employee. So see here in this department and employee, there is no common attribute. Okay, in this department it is department ID and this is department number. So this is not common. So that's why in this department employee, we cannot apply natural join. Please remember. So natural join, to apply natural join, we need to rename this department number to department ID. Then only you can apply. Okay, leave that natural join. I will discuss later. So first I am applying EQ join. Okay, so department join employee. Then I'll use a equal operator. Okay, so to apply equal operator, I'll find the which attribute I can apply. So here, so since there is a department ID here and this is a department number, so there must be some common value. You cannot check whether department ID and employee ID is common. No, because they are different domains. Department ID belongs to the ID of the department. This employee ID belongs to ID of the employee. But here this department number belongs to the ID of a department. So that's why you can match this department ID to department number. And you can check which department ID is present here. Okay, so which department ID is present here and which department ID is present here. Then only you can apply. So that's why to check which employee is actually working in this department. It has not given me, this provision has not given me the details of the employee which is working in a particular department. But if I apply to check, now if I ask, Alice is working in which department? It is not. It means Alice is not assigned with any department. He may be a sweeper. Okay. But Bob is assigning with the department number 1. It means what? The department name of Bob is accounting. Okay. How can you know? Accounting is not present here. So how to know the details that accounting belongs to Bob? How? Because this one is relating to this one. So why I'm not relating this one? This is completely different. It's employee ID. But you can relate this one to this one because this one is department ID and this one is department ID. Although the name is different, department number, but they are same domain. So that's why Bob is working in accounting department. So this is information. If I ask which department, particularly my friend Bob is working, then you can say Bob is working in accounting. Okay, Charles is working in sales. Dan is working in again accounting. So this information I can get. So that's why which one is the common information? How it is linking? So remember this department number and this department ID is the common item. So that's why I can apply this. Okay, department join employee. Okay, on. You need to utilize this on. Department on. You can write department dot. Under department it is D number. It is not D number. You can see under department what is the attribute name? It is department underscore ID. So I can write here department underscore ID where it is same. And this must be same with under employee dot department underscore number. Okay, so it means what? Now here this join operation I modified with writing what is that? Equal operator. Okay, so how can you join these two tables? You can join the two tables, okay, by using this here. Under which attribute we are joining? We cannot join the two tables without the attribute. Okay, the common in a table, in two table, in many table, the common things are only the attribute. So which one is the common thing? Department's department ID and employees department. They are common. So if I write this, instead of this 12 possible combination, I'll get less combination. And this is the actual combination. You can see. If I enter now, what it is giving? What it is giving now here, instead of 12 possible combination, this is giving some combination, but this is desired combination. What is the meaning of this? The meaning is what? Under one accounting, employee 2 is working. Okay, the name of the employee 2 is Bob, and you can see it is matching this department ID and this department ID matching, and you can see the information under accounting which employee is working, D2, and what is his name? Under sales, which employee is working, 3, and what is his name? Charles. Under accounting, again, which employee is working, 4, and what is his name? Dan. Because under accounting 2 employees are working. Okay, so under accounting is here, one is Bob and one is Dan. So this is equivalent operation because we have utilized this equivalent. You can reverse it also. Okay, I can write here if I add first employee, the second department, the same information you also will give. Okay, so department ID. Okay, the first I'm writing employee, the second I'm writing department. So, first I'm writing employee. So the same information will be, okay, because these two tables are joining, so we'll get all attributes from employee, all attributes from department, as well as the common information we'll get each employee is working. Initially existed in different tables, but we are getting as a conclusion. Okay? You can see here what we are getting. Unknown table department number. Sir. So this is under employee, there is no department ID, it is department. Okay, now here the same information. Okay, because we have written first department, so that's why it is giving the department detail first. You can reverse this also. Okay, so instead of department employee, I can change it to employee and employee. So first I am writing employee, then I am writing department. So this is equivalent operation. Okay, you can see. So first it is giving the details of the employee, then it is giving department. And this is not random information. This is actual information. Employee 1 is not asked with any department because it's not. But other 3 employees, they are assigning with different. So this is equivalent. Star from employee, inner join or simply join with other relation to relation on each other. Okay. So then I'm moving to non-equivalent. Now I'm changing this equivalent equal operator with any operator. Let I'm changing this to not equal operator. How it is not equal? Less than and greater than. Remember, in MySQL, this less than and greater than are not equal operator. Then what this information will give? This information will give that Bob, let's see here, it is giving Bob is working in account. It will give Bob is not working in which department. Okay. Charles is working in sales. Then definitely Charles is not working in accounting and some other, what is that? 3 departments are there, marketing. Okay. Now see here, 1 is not working with any department. So here, if I apply equation, it is saying 1 is not working with any department. Okay. So 2 is working with accounting and 2 is not working with marketing as sales. So for 2, we'll get 2 records. 3 is working in sales. Then 3 is not working in marketing and accounting. 4 is working in accounting. Then 4 is not working in what? So those department it will give. So these are not equal operator. Okay. So the equal operator is giving employee, those are working in a particular department, give the details. Not equal operator will give the employee, those are not working in a particular department, give the details. You can see here, I have changed equal to not equal. So these both kinds of joins are called italic. Okay, moving here. Now here it means what? 2. Why for Bob it is giving 2? Because here in this Bob is working in accounting. Then Bob is not working in sales, as well as Bob is not working in marketing. So that's why for Bob 2 department name. Okay. Similarly, Charles is working in sales. Then Charles is not working in accounting. Charles is not working in marketing because these are not equal or non-equivalent operator. Okay. Similarly, Dan is working in accounting. Then Dan is not working in sales, and Dan is not working in marketing. Okay. Then what about employee ID 1? Employee ID is not asked with N1. It means that from the by default, employee is not asked with it. It's null only. So that's why remember, if you apply union of equivalent and non-equivalent, then this will give the combination. Okay, some cross combination here. Okay. So total, you can say it is filtering from the cross join operation. First it is giving 3, and second it is giving how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 number of records. Okay, and since 1 is not asked with null, so it is completely disjointed. Okay, so this is all about what equivalent and non-equivalent. Then coming to nature, you can write the definition, the same thing. Okay, so I'm moving to my Word file, or sorry, Notepad. You write the definition. I'll share this thing, okay, on the Notepad. You write the definition. Okay, so inner join, theta join. So write under equijoin. What is equijoin? Equijoin is giving. You can apply. Okay, the condition is what? If there is common attribute. If there is a common attribute, I am considering like two tables. If there is a common attribute, what is common attribute? By value, not by name. Okay, common attribute it's by value set. Okay, not by name, by value set. Okay, what are the value we are giving? If there is a common attribute between two relations or two tables, then we can get common information using this join. We can get common information using this join. Okay. So this is equivalent. Similarly, if there is a common attribute, we can get not common operation using non-equivalent. The same thing, only difference is what? If there is a common attribute, provided the condition is by value set between two tables, we can get non-common or not common information. Okay, so this is under equivalent. Then coming to natural join, the same thing. If there is a common attribute by value as well as by name, then we can apply natural join. Natural join means what? If there is a common attribute not by value set as well as by name also. By name, it means the column name are same. Okay, so both. Here only one condition by value set, but here by value set as well as by name. Between two tables, then we can get common information. Okay, so now I'm moving to apply natural join. Okay, so now here what is natural join? Again I'm moving to MySQL from. Okay, what is natural joins here? In these two tables, department and employee, there is no common attribute, though they are common by value, department ID and department number, but the name is not common. But I'm showing another information. See, let I show you. Select star from department. Select star from department. You can see here. How many records? 3. But if I select star from employee 2, it's not employee 1. Employee 2. Employee 2. You can see what the information we are getting. Here you can see. You can resolve it out. Here it is department ID, department. Same thing. Employee ID, Alice, null, same thing. Only the small change. Okay, if you compare with employee and employee 2, this department ID and this department ID are same. Values are same as well as this value and this value are coming from same domain. As well as what is in the employee table, it was department number. Now I have changed to department ID. So now here these two tables are common by value by. So we can apply natural join. So how to apply natural joins here? If I apply natural join, select star. Okay, from department. Okay, now as here I'm not simply, if I give employee department comma employee 2, then this will give me the cross join operation. But I don't want the comma. I'll write join operation. If I write join, so here I'm not specifying anything. Department join employee 2, then it is giving information. Okay, see here what information it is giving. What information is giving? 12. So this is a cross join operation. Now here on. Okay, now here how to change this to natural join? You need to utilize the keyword. Okay, so instead of join, please put the keyword natural. Okay, so if you add natural join here, this join is considering as cross. Okay, natural join without any equal, not equal operator. Okay, so if you use this natural join keyword, it will take automatically the query manager will search. Is there any common attribute? It will say yes, there is a common attribute department ID. So now see here, instead of this join 12 possible combination, this natural join will give me 3 or 4 combination as per the record. How many combinations? It is giving. So this is called natural join. How natural? But if you apply the same natural join with employee 2, it will not work. You can see here. It is giving simply all possible combinations because there is no common attribute between department to employee. Okay, see here the same query I wrote department natural join employee 2, department natural join employee. Okay, so why it is giving different data? So this is not accepting at all. Because there is no common attribute. You can see a department, there is nothing common. These are employee attribute. These 2 are department. Where is the common attribute? But in this case, you can see here, these 2 are department. These 2 are what? Employee. Then what about employees department ID? So this has taken as common. This DPT ID is common to department as well as this DPT ID is common to employee. Okay. So that's why it came only one times. Okay, now see here. In the previous example I show you. Department, you can see here, department number and department ID. The same value, then why it is picking 2 times? The same. Remember, if there is a different name, the same value will come 2 times. But in this case, because department number, department ID are same, okay, and we have replaced this by the same or common name, that's why this common name is coming. You need to consider, or query manager is considering what this department is common to department, and this department ID is also belongs to this employee. This is natural join operation. Okay. So this is all about inner join operation. Okay. Now again I am repeating. Now here, how can you make employee to apply natural join? So one possible case is what? You alter. Okay. You alter this now again. I can make. Okay. It means what? Remember, the natural join is a special case of equivalent. Okay. Where equal operator is not required. Provided what? There must be a common attribute. Okay. So what we can change this employee, we can make it natural joins here. If I change describe employee, so this thing I can change department number. How? By altering, by changing. Okay. So in MySQL, here in my different version MySQL 5.5, so I cannot change. But in the lab, you have already practiced how to rename a column. Okay. To rename a column, you need to use what? Alter table name. Okay. What is that? Employee. Then change old name. Then to new name. Okay. But in my MySQL version, okay, it's a window based, it will not work. That's why I created another table employee 2 to show you what is actually the natural join. Okay, so I'm writing the same thing. What is the difference between natural join and EQ join? You can write one word. Okay, so please write if possible. I'll share this. Natural join, it is a special case, not EQ join. Natural join means it's a EQ join. It is a EQ join. Okay, it is a EQ join. Remember, natural join itself is a EQ join. Okay, or special case of EQ join where there is a common attribute by name. There is a common attribute by name, or we need to rename it. Okay, so in a relational algebra there is an operation rename operator. Okay, the rename operator is used. Okay, row rename operator is row. Remember it, RHO in relational algebra is used. Okay, row is used first to rename. Okay, for example, here in employee example, we can change department number to department ID. To change this department ID, to change this here, if I rename department number to department ID, then natural join is applicable. Natural join is applicable to department and employee. Okay, department. So this is all about inner join. Next, moving to outer join. Outer join is very easy. Okay, so inner join, what is the difference between inner join? Inner join is giving those are common, but outer join will give those are not common. There is a chance of possibility, but you have not scored. Let your result has published. Any student, you scored 7 CGPA. There are 3 options are there. Okay, then let you attempted some KBC show. Kaun banega crorepati something. You have given 4 option. Okay, some 4 option it is given to you. You picked one option. Then how many option you left? So this will give you the details. Okay, of what outer join. How many options you have left? All possible. You have picked one. How many option you have not picked? Okay, so from your side. Okay, from that side, let the question. There are 1,000 questions. There are 3. Let for example participants. Okay, so if I ask how many questions are picked by participant, how many questions are not from the right side, then this will be right side. Okay, so I am showing you simple example. Okay, I am moving to again MySQL prompt. See here, I have, for this to explain better, I have created 2 tables. You can see here, one table is tab 1 and second table is tab 2. Here, if I select star from tab 1 to apply outer join, select star from tab 1. So this is what 2 attributes A and B, and it has 4 rows. It says 101 is associating with 1, 102 is associating 2, 103 is associating 3, 104 is associating with 4. This is from tab 1. It has 2 attributes. The same thing, I'm displaying the details of tab 2. You can see AB and BC. So B says 1 is associated with 999, 2 is associating with 998, 3 is associated with 997, and 5 is associating with 996. All combinations. Now here if I ask before outer join, so in this table, tab 1 and tab 2, okay, can we apply inner join? Yes, we can apply inner join because B is common here. Can we apply theta join? Yes, we can apply theta join. Can we apply natural join? Yes, we can also apply natural join because the reason is what? There is a common attribute. Okay. Okay, let I am changing this to D. Let this remain D. So we cannot apply natural join, but I can apply because of this common value, I can apply theta join. Okay, EQ join or non-EQ join. But since here, this is a special case. Okay, now I'm moving to outer join. Can I apply outer join? Yes, I can apply outer join. On which, is there any condition restriction? There is a restriction. What is the restriction? There must be a common attribute. Okay, if there is no common attribute, you cannot apply outer join. Okay, so now see here, I am applying left outer join. So left outer join will give me all combinations. Now see here, 101 is combining with 1. So 101, 1999, it will give. 102, 2, 999. Okay. 103 is combining with 3. Then 3 is combining with 997, that will give. 104 is combining with 4, but 4 has no combination. So if I apply inner join here, then inner join will give me 101, 1, 998, 102, 2, 998, 103, 3, 997. So 3 rows it will give from left side. Okay, from right side also it will give me 3 rows inner join, but outer join will give me, so that's why 3 kinds of outer join. First is left side. From left side it will give all combinations of A with B as well as those A is left. Okay, so that one will give. So from A side it will give you. Okay, now it means what? 101 is associated with 1, so it will find 101's association with B. Okay, 102's association with C also it will find. 103's association with 997 it will find. But 104's association, there is no association, it will give null value. You can see the difference outer join. So now I'm first applying inner join. You can see the difference between inner and outer join here. So which inner join I'm applying? Let EQ inner join I'm applying. So let's select, okay, start from tab 1. Okay, inner join. So join, then tab 2, double 2, on. Okay, what is the common attribute? B. So tab 1 dot B equal to, so this is EQ join. Okay, tab 2 dot B. So how many attributes I'll get? Because instead of 4, only 3 are combining. 101 is linking with 1, 102 is linking with 2, 103 is linking with 3, but 104 has no link. So this will give me 3 rows. Okay, you can see it. Table 1. Oh, sorry, spelling mistake. TAB1. Okay, so it will give me 3 rows. You can see it. It is not giving me the details of 104 because 104, 4 and 4 is not present. So that's why it is giving me 3. So this is inner join because I apply join. Now I am moving to outer join, left side. From the left side I am applying. So what I'll change? So this tab 1, I'll write left, outer. Okay. So left, 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 okay, outer, left, outer join on. You need to write this thing. Okay. So where inner join is applicable, there only outer join is applicable. So left outer join. So since left outer join, which one is at the left side table? So tab 1 is the left side table. It means what? It will give all combinations of the rows from tab 1. Those are common, those are distinct. Okay. Now it means it will give me 4. You can see 101 has a combination, 102 has a combination, 103 has a combination. But though 104 is present, it has no combination. So from the right side, this BC are coming from the right side table, that is tab 2, and it has no association. That's why it's putting no. Okay. Similarly, right, if I put right here, tab 1 and right. So from the right side, it will give me all combinations from right. Right means what? It will give me, where is the tab 2 table? Second table, yeah. So 1999, it will give me 101. 2998, so 2 is associated with 102. 3997, 3 is associated with 103. 5 is no association, but it will give 5996, and this side will be null. So it means what? First left will come. Okay. So right side will be fill up and left side will be null. So it means what? This null is at the right side, but in this right outer join, this null will be put at the left side, and the combination of 105 will come. You can see what it is coming. So here 1, 2, 3, 5, all right side are coming. Okay, and since 5 has no association, so that's why it is coming now. Then coming to same thing, you can change this to full. But remember, in MySQL, though it is a SQL statement, but in MySQL this full will not work. Okay, full will not work. So full means what? Actually, full means all from left side all will come. Again, those are not common will come. Okay, from the right side all will come. Those are not common will come. This is the usual operation of full outer join. But you remember in MySQL it will not work. So if I ask what will write, you will write all. Okay. But I can show you in different method. Okay. So I can show you by writing, remember, a union operation. Okay. But this is not correct actually. Okay. But full outer join is not working. This is a SQL statement, but in MySQL it will not work. It will show you error. Okay. So there is no keyword in full outer join. So to make it full outer join, you can apply union all operation. Okay. So now here I'm replacing this by left outer join tab 2. Then I'm putting a union operation. Union. Okay. In this way also you can union all. Then you write select star. Okay. So two union operation. Two select from tab 1. Tab 1. Right outer join tab 1 tab 2. Okay, so this is on the common attribute tab 1 dot p, okay, equal to tab 2 dot p. Okay, so this will give all the details you can see here, but this is actual not correct. We are indirectly moving, but right out Oracle it will work. Okay, in Oracle you can directly write full outer join. Okay, you can see here all combinations. So from the left side we are getting 101, 102, 103. Okay, and 104 has no combination. From the right side we are getting 101, 999. Okay, it's combining 1, 2, 3 are combining, but sorry 1, 2, 3 are getting combination, but this 5 is not getting combination. That's right. So if you take the first right up to 4, okay, so this is left outer join. The right outer join will be the last. If you combine this using union all operation, so this is a full outer join. It means what? It is giving, for example, tab 1 is combining with which attribute of tab 2, and tab 1 is combining with which is not combining with which attribute. Okay, so tab 1 again, tab 2 is combining with which attribute, and tab 2 is not combining with which attribute. So from the left side,